Happy Saturday, Minnesota Wild fans. After a lengthy layoff, Minnesota Wild are back at it tonight against the St. Louis Blues. You'll have to forgive me here as I'm battling a little bit of a cold, so we'll try to make this as quick as possible here. But the Wild, as I said, in St. Louis tonight, part of a 7-game road trip that they just started this week. This is one of 2 trips to St. Louis on this road trip alone that they make. St. Louis Blues coming into this game, they have won 2 in a row. They started the season losing 7 of 9. Mike Yeo on the hot seat, considering the offseason moves that this team has made. But now 2 straight wins for the Blues, 12 goals in those 2 games. So they maybe are starting to turn it around. So some keys for Minnesota tonight. First of which is, try to stay out of the penalty box. St. Louis has a very good power play, 4th best in the National Hockey League, just under 30%. The Blues power play. They've scored a power play goal in 4 straight games and 9 of 11 games this season. And then another key for Minnesota is just get the puck on the net, whether it's Jake Allen or Chad Johnson. Neither of the Blues goaltenders off to a great start this year, and this really has been the key as to why the Blues lost 7 of 9. Either Allen at 878 or Chad Johnson 872 save percentage. Not very good this year. So Minnesota just peppering the net. Get into the dirty areas, get rebounds, because these are some struggling goaltenders. Even though the Blues have won 2 in a row, goaltending still very suspect for the St. Louis Blues. Some key players keep an eye on. Ryan O'Reilly is with St. Louis. Wild fans fondly remember him from his days in Colorado. 15 points in 11 games to start the year. Very good start for him. However, struggles in his career against the Wild. Just 14 points in 34 career games. Again, most of which came with the Colorado Avalanche. And then you have Vladimir Tarasenko, one of the game's best players. He has done very well in his career against the Wild. Particularly last year, he had 5 points in the 4 meetings, and of which the Wild won 3 out of those 4 meetings. It's worth pointing out the last 2 games, the Wild won by a combined score of 14-5. So that keep that in mind tonight as well. Back to Tarasenko and his career against Minnesota. 20 points in 22 games. That's 10 goals, 10 assists. The guy just does well against the Wild. He does well against most teams too, but the Wild have specifically not been able to keep him down. And then on Minnesota's side, Mikhail Granlund, 9-game point streak. He leads Minnesota in scoring this year coming into the game. And last year against the Blues, he had 2 goals, 4 assists in those 4 games. Was a game changer and continues to be a game changer for Minnesota. So he's their key player. And then you got to imagine Devan Dubnyk will get the starting goal tonight. Not a great outing, particularly against Vancouver on Monday, but nonetheless, very stellar start to the season for Minnesota. As I pointed out in the 3 Stars of the Month video on Thursday, Devan Dubnyk, the #1 star for Minnesota this month. So those are some things kind of watching out for tonight. If you've got any thoughts or predictions on the game, feel free to go ahead and comment away, whether it's on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Comment, let us know how you're feeling going in tonight. Again, Minnesota looking to keep going on their winning ways. 6 out of their last 7 games, they've come away with a W as they continue their road trip. So that will do it for this game preview. Ben may have the recap tonight. I am off tonight. I am taking a trip to lovely downtown Minneapolis, so I will miss the game. But tomorrow, on Sunday, another fine recording of the Giles and the Goalie podcast will be done. So look for that on Monday. So we will catch you later.